Iran has struck back. Iranians launched ballistic missiles that hit 2 military bases in Iraq where American troops are stationed. The attacks were in response to the killing of a top Iranian commander. Now, Iran's supreme leader called the strike a slap in the face to the United States. He also called for an end to America's presence in the region. Now, just moments ago, President Trump addressed the matter from the White House. Take a look.
As long as I'm president of the United States, Iran will never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. No American or Iraqi lives were lost because of the precautions taken, the dispersal of forces, and an early warning system that worked very well. Iran appears to be standing down, which is a good thing for all parties concerned and a very good thing for the world. Iran has been the leading sponsor of terrorism, and their pursuit of nuclear weapons threatens the civilized world. We will never let that happen.
All right, so here's the thing. You have many officials, Al, saying that this was Iran's way of de-escalating the situation. According to Trump, this was a warning. Do you believe that this was just a warning?
I do believe that they had to show strength to their country to let them know that they just can't be attacked and nothing will happen. But at the same time, I do realize that a lot of countries realize that a war with America will not be great, just as Americans better realize, as we realize that we've seen now waves of our soldiers coming back from the Middle East that have PTSD, that have other issues, that a war in general is just bad. And I think that we're starting to see, at least this is the first time in my lifetime that I remember a noticeable lack of warmongering. I don't see on the internet, let's go get them, let's go bomb them, because I think those people that used to make those posts are now dealing with people that they loved, their sons and daughters coming home, and they're seeing PTSD in real time. So hopefully we all realize that this whole bomb them and let's get them and who cares that America, like, I think people are realizing those are great words, but when we have to see what happens to their citizens and our soldiers, it's a lose-lose for both parties.
Yeah, and I think you're right about the warning that they sent. They have to do something for their country to show, but they're lucky they didn't hit anybody. They're lucky that no one was killed. So thank God for that. But maybe it's also a distraction, because I was watching some shows trying to keep up with the story last night, and specifically in Texas, they were talking to somebody, and they said 10,000 more cyber attacks came into Texas from Iran than any other time. So they're trying to cyber attack us in some sort of way coming from that country. So maybe it's just a distraction and they're trying to do something cyber, like with the cyber attacks. I don't even know what that means, but it is the future. So who knows what's going on?
I think we hear all this hearsay, Erica,
yes.
And that's what's frustrating, because at the end of the day, we can all Monday morning quarterback, but who are the ones that are at risk here? As Al said so eloquently, our brave men and women in soldier, our brave men and women in uniform. And yeah, I have someone really near and dear to me that's dealing with PTSD. And I know that a lot of our viewers have people really near and dear to them dealing with PTSD. So if our brothers and sisters go out there and fight and they don't come home, they're coming home a shell of themselves. So what are we going to do as constituents, as American citizens, to prevent more of these individuals that are our family from coming home either in a coffin or as a ghost of themselves?
Right. Yeah. Right. Especially when so few of us are well informed as to what we're fighting for or what the X's and O's truly are. Out of respect for our men and women who are serving, I'm not going to X and O this situation, that I am ill-equipped to X and O. I think Al made a very great point. We were on air last night when the attack happened, and we didn't know any information, and that was very jarring, because I kept thinking that there may be a families out there who are wondering, are my loved ones okay? Of course there were families out there wondering. And I think we should all feel that. If you truly are a patriot, if you are patriotic, then this is something that we're all in together. And I think out of respect for everyone who's putting their lives on the line, that we, one, are at least vigilant about our safety amongst our communities. And we're also vigilant about the idea of supporting our country in a way that's going to help as opposed to divide.
Well said. DBL Nation, we really want to hear from you on this one. This is the time. Please weigh in. If you have daughters, sons, mothers, fathers in service, please share with us. What are you feeling right now? And yeah, let's start a conversation, and who knows what can stem from that.